We have seen throughout the Conjuring universe Ed and Lorraine take out some of the worst demons imaginable, but the question is, can they do the same with the first demon they've ever encountered? Unlike every other installment, this is the worst demon yet, and this is everything you need to know about the Conjuring: The Last Rites. The story begins with a very intense flashback to 1964, where we see a young Ed and Lorraine who encounter a cursed mirror that triggers a traumatic birthing experience for their daughter Judy. We then cut back to 1986, where we see the retired Warrens, who are now drawn back into action through the Smell family because of the God-forsaken cursed mirror. The entire narrative is between the Smell's haunted house, the Warrens family drama, and Judy's battle with her psychic ability that her mother passed down to her, and a little bit of Ed's heart issue. But the first thing we're going to talk about is how Judy survived that birth.
You cannot be flatlined as a child baby, no oxygen to the brain for, what did they say, 7 minutes?
Oh, way too long.
And then she's magically okay. No, of course she's seeing demons. Like, that is literally what happens. If my baby flatlines for 7 minutes, it's gone.
But if your mother's Lorraine, she's going to bring you back from the dead. That clairvoyancy, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have that clairvoyancy stuff, because if I was going through what she's going through, just like walking in the house and then immediately getting a feeling where she's like, oof, something bad's about to happen. No, thank you. One thing that we really noticed with this movie is it was a lot of filler backstory for the Warren family. I mean, it was literally an homage, a farewell to a family that, you know, The Conjuring 1 was almost groundbreaking with how good it was, like a horror movie. It revolutionized almost horror movies, similar to like Paranormal Activity, where everyone wanted to watch and do horror movies once Conjuring 1 came out. So this movie is like an homage, just like a farewell to the family. But that jump scare was good. That jump scare was really good. That was like OG Conjuring jump scare. Were the jump scares for the rest of the movie like that? Not really. That was a bit of a bait and switch.
Yeah, only one other one maybe got us. That was it. And a lot of these horror films now, they're so oversaturated. We've seen way too many where it's just boring and so predictable. This one, it still was a little bit predictable because we've seen the Conjuring universe. It's just not like the 1 and 2, unfortunately. They were so good. I want to see the terrified family. I want to. That's where the Conjuring should always stay. The main premise should be on the family. And this one, it's the Smell family. But we don't get to see them, like Edna and Lorraine, go there till like 75 minutes into the film or 2 hours into the film.
If you're not invested in the characters, Ed and Lorraine or the Warrens, like we are, because we love the Conjuring films. So watching the filler and the backstory and finding out about their daughter and like sort of seeing more fleshed out versions of these characters, we didn't mind that, obviously, and we love Patrick Wilson and Vera formula. For us, it wasn't so bad, but if you're going into this movie, you're like, oh, is this a new take on Conjuring? No, just watch the first 3.
And it does end nicely. Like, they do a nice little like wrap up and bow on it. And they even say that, like, Lorraine goes into it saying, I saw our future, and for the first time, it's actually positive. So yeah, it is a good little thing. Now, let's not get into the realism of what's going on, because the real life people were completely different.
And the realism of this movie, it was so cliche. I feel like in the original first 1, 2 Conjuring films, there was a lot left to the viewer to sort of discern what's happening, or you were left alone with a certain scene for long enough to almost trick yourself into what's coming. Like, oh my God, what's about to happen? Whereas in this movie, none of that really happens. It just sort of is all spelled out for us really easily. Like the 3 main demons that are haunting this family, they're just throwaway demons. They're not even, and they literally say that in the movie, like, oh yeah, they're just here because they want to get to us. So that was what we found about this movie. It's so cliche and so spelled out. Leave me to be a little bit tense, a little bit scared. Don't just give me the jump scare straight away or the demon straight away.
And they reuse jump scares, speaking of that. Like, one thing I did enjoy throughout this film was actually the cinematography. They had crazy, like, drone shots going over the house, in the house, lighting. By the way, the lighting for Conjuring, I don't know what it is, always creepy, and they're always spot on. It's like, they leave enough time between scenes to let you know you can over-imagine something. Apart from that, what's it called when you're afraid of the dark? Whatever that one is. And you see, do you know when you can see shadows in the dark in the corners of things? That is a really good one that they used in here through old fucking sinister looking guy rip-off. Looked exactly like him. That was a really good jump scare, and also the same reused one that they used for the grandma. Really good. But other than that, you know, this movie, once again, is just a farewell, and that's what it is. And like that's what you're here to see. If you haven't ever seen the other ones, we took one of our other mates who really wanted to go see one. This guy has never seen a Conjuring before and thought this was shit scary. We said, go watch 1 and 2, and you literally will not know yourself.
100%. And I think the last demon, it's been building up like the demon that they ran away from, and they just body it like it's nothing. So like, okay, so this demon wasn't really that good. You ran away from it for no reason. We got the demon all-stars out here. We got the demon hunting all-stars out here, like fighting this guy in a 1v5. Literally. And he's bodying them. He's boxing them like fish, I swear. And then somehow they just do like the Force, you know, Rey Skywalker Force thing, and then they defeat the demon. Okay.
Yeah, turns out to be Vin Diesel's family.
Exactly, all about family.
Yeah, the power of family.
We're looking in the fucking mirror that Harry Potter and Ron Weasley looking, and they see Ron as his bloody house captain winning the Quidditch World Cup or something. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
I will admit though, the chick coughing up blood in the mirror when after got smashed, really good.
Really good.
Another thing, if you're gonna make a basis of the movie that Ed has a bad heart, you can't just then go into a scene where he's literally pouring with sweat. He's so ramped up. His BPM would be 1,000 and he doesn't die from a heart attack.
Yeah, at all.
Man's struggling to do stuff like walk up and down the stairs or go for a run, and yet he can bring out the Holy Bible and read in pig Latin to me, and he's fucking not having a heart attack explode. Like, get my man a stint for God's sake.
It's actually incredible. Like, he's full blown cardiac arrest,
yeah.
And he just, okay, my kid's dying. I need to run and get it.
Like, what's he doing here?
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. And on the topic of things we don't like, can't do the same thing with the boyfriend either. When his leg becomes like Ed
Chicken drumstick.
Yeah,
drumstick.
It becomes one of Ed Gein's lamps.
Yes.
And he all of a sudden gets up to his neck, and he's got on here for about 45 minutes.
Head and arm choke.
It
looked like Nate Diaz on Conor.
Yeah, literally. He's getting Ronda Rousey the entire movie, and it got to a point where we noticed how long it was going for.
Yeah.
We're like, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
This guy should be dead. And it's not
strongest neck muscles you've ever seen in your life.
He's stronger than a Formula One driver.
Yeah.
He must be putting in them fucking work. I mean, I would be too if Judy was my fucking missus.
And then my man, as his leg is sticking out 90-degree angle, chicken bone, he walks out.
Yeah.
How's he
like
walking?
It's nothing.
That's why this movie is sort of like happy that it's a farewell, and congratulations to Patrick Wilson and Vera, but could have done without this movie.
Yeah, honestly, like their relationship carries the entire movie. Facts. And you just you aspire. You have to aspire to that relationship. The amount of love they have on screen. If they're married, this is one thing I'll say. If they're married in real life, they need to divorce their wives and husbands and get together.
It's on the same lines as like Jim and Pam. You just like, hey, you guys should just take it off screen and actually been together.
100% would work easily. Yeah. So I reckon I'm going to wrap this up with a rating of maybe 6.5 or so. It's not one of the best ones, man. No. I'd rather
see number one.
Yeah, see number 1 and 2, because number 2, I swear to God, was like accurate and scary as shit. This one was a bit more.
Bobby. Oh, what's his?
Eddie.
Yeah. That's actually Venom, but anyway.
I thought that's what he called him, though.
It's literally Venom.
Isn't he calling it in the back, though, when the girl's like trying to. He's like, Edward.
Nope, that's Venom.
Yeah, I know it is, but it's also with the Conjuring when he's 2.
Nah.
What else?
Tell us in the comments, Conjuring 2. Is it Eddie or is it like Bobby or Billy or something?
Well, he's talking to Ed
Lorraine, yeah.
Eddie. Anyway, great movie.
Make sure you hype that video.
Exactly right. I'm fucking trying to get to number 1. Anyway, guys, been on the End Cut Movie Review. Peace. We out. And cut.